Hi everyone, I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching, and in this end of the day Monday's Moment video I just wanted to talk about one of my most vital tools that I've used in my businesses and also that I use with all my clients, whether they're business clients, tech businesses. I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching. Does it again, plays over the top. So it's what I use with my construction clients, it's whether I use for tech businesses that I help to get sale or investor ready, or even other coaches that I coach as well. That's what I want to talk about in today's moment. So see you in a second. Now I've actually silenced the player, so hopefully it's working and I don't have to record this again, and it's only going to do one of that. I'm just going to stop it just in case. There we go. So for me, I have a very, very important tool, and it's a strategic planning tool. So on the bookshelf behind me, I have two books. I have The Rockefeller Habits and Scaling Up by Verne Harnish. And I was introduced to Verne Harnish by a couple of my prior coaches. And I started using his one-page strategic plan. And that to me has been the most important tool that I've had in all my businesses, whatever kind of that business that is, whether it was the retail garden centre, the aviation business, the hot tubs, whatever it was, the construction business. But it's not a simple plan. But what it is a plan that gives you a really clear overview and picture of where you want to be and how you're going to get there. And I've used this in my own businesses to achieve every single goal. So if you look on the image there, you can see the rainbow colors and those lines. So there are 5 lines there. So I've got my values and my purpose, and I've got the destinations of where I'm heading, and each of the base camps, each of the milestones that I'm going to take and achieve to get there, along with some finances, some KPIs, and a SWOT analysis across the top. If you want to see this, Verne Harnish gives it away quite freely in his on his website. If you just Google Verne Harnish or one-page strategic plan, you will find this template that you can make your own. So I take no credit. Verne, if you're watching this, I give you full credit, and you have helped me and so many businesses that I work with so many times. And this for me is really, really important, because if we want to achieve what's in our heads, we've got to get it out of our heads and onto paper. Then we need to be able to show what is on the paper, what is on the plan, might be on a digital format as well, to somebody so that they can follow it, they can work with it, or they can go along with us on that journey. So the more laser focused you are on describing your plans and using the one-page strategic plan, the more you will be able to see where you're going and how you're going to get there. And the more you'll be able to share it with your clients, your resources, your suppliers, your team, your friends, your family, so that they all see the same picture. And when you all see the same picture, then that is what you're going to achieve. So on the shelf behind me, let me see which way it is. That way, there's a motorcycle image there. You know, somebody taught me once when I was going around a racetrack on my motorbike on a track experience day, that when you're going into a corner, you don't look at the entrance to the corner. You know, once you've in the distance, you've picked the entrance point to the corner. When you get to the corner, what you must do is you must lift your eyes up and look to the exit of the corner, because that's where you want to head, because where you are looking is where you will end up. Okay, now I'll give 2 other motorcycle examples of this. I had a friend who went onto the grass. He fell off on the grass. He was very okay, but he came off on the grass in front of me on this particular track day, and there was a guy waving the yellow flags as they do to warn. I looked at the guy with the yellow flags, and before I knew it, I also was now riding at about 70-80 miles an hour across the grass towards this guy with the flags. And it wasn't until I remembered, take your eyes off of the guy with the flags and look at where you want to go. And as soon as I looked at where I wanted to go, guess what? The bike came round and I got off the grass and safely back onto the tarmac. Also had once where a friend of mine his kids were playing basketball on the road, and they bounced the basketball and it went onto the road, and they could hear a motorcyclist coming up, and the motorcyclist was looking at the ball in the middle of the road. So rather than look up and look for a way round the ball, he kept focusing on the ball that was in the middle of the road. And guess what? He hit the ball and he had quite a nasty accident, as it happens. He was okay-ish, but definitely sustained some injuries. So we have to be careful that we look at where we're heading. And I want you all to think about using Verne's great plan. I'm a huge fan. I'd love to have him as a guest on my podcast. He's one of my hero authors. But when you look at 2024, and I'm going to be using this tool with all of my clients in 2024, with all of the business coaches that I coach in 2024. And I'm also going to be using this tool in some workshops that I do, which are making the most of 2024. How can we get the most out of the year ahead? But I start with writing down what are the 5 most important things that you want to achieve in the future. Perhaps you can only think about this. So I want you to take some time now and think, okay, what are the 5 most important things that I want to achieve in 2024? Just write them down. Doing that will be the start of completing the plan that Verne Harnish has done there. And of course, we want to set the goals. We want to make the plan. We want to get to work. It's got to have action behind it. We've got to get back to that routine of getting things done, and then we reach our goals. So a plan isn't just something to put into a filing cabinet. It's not just something that we are going to take a look at and put away. It's something that we are going to have in front of us. And on my podcast, I've interviewed so many people from around the world that have been hugely successful. And they and people like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his book Total Recall, Verne in all of his books, so many people say the more you can have the clarity and become laser focused on the plan, the more that you will achieve it. And that's really, really important. If you would like to just get it on here, get it on the right one. If you would like to have a 30-45 minute session with me so that we can perhaps look at your own plans, perhaps you're stuck and you don't know how to get the plans out of your head, I'd love to help you get your wish of what you want to achieve for 2024. Just go to timewithsimon.com and you'll certainly find a link there that will give you some time. I'll give this unconditionally. It's my gift to you. It's my sort of giving before Christmas. When they've gone, they've gone. But there's plenty of them available. I've made as many available as I possibly can. But have a real good think about, I'll get my right thing up here, how you can complete your own strategic plan. Think about that as a vital tool for you and your business. And if you want to work through this in an excerpt or in this full plan, then please go to timewithsimon.com. And if you want to know more about the workshops I'm going to be doing in next year, then you'll see those come up a little bit later as well. So all that remains really is to get you to write down those 5 things. What are the 5 most important things you want to achieve from 2024? Put them into your plan by Verne Harnish, your one-page strategic plan. It's not a simple plan, it's not an easy plan, but it's a very effective plan. And it will help you achieve all your goals like it's helped me and like it's helped so many of my clients not just achieve their goals, but exceed their goals and just absolutely catapult their business success. And be the gazelles, which is the program that Verne runs. Be the ones that excel, that leap forward. That's what a strategic plan does for you. And I want to thank Verne Harnish for creating that tool, for sharing it with us in his publications and allowing us to use it. And also, I want to thank all my clients for filling it in and using it, because their success is because of their commitment to put that plan together. And as always, I will see you on next week's Monday's Moment, or perhaps I will see you on one of my posts during the week as well. Bye for now.